Listings are up. Over-ask sales are trending up. Are things really looking up in Peterborough real estate? Hi, I'm Geoff White, and welcome to the Peterborough Real Estate Show, where my goal is to answer your questions about real estate here in picture-perfect Peterborough and the Kawarthas. In today's episode, taking a look at the price watch for March 2019. Okay, let's get started. As always, looking at mortgage rates, because really mortgage rates drive the real estate market in so many ways. If rates are down or coming down, we see more buyers coming into the market, people more willing to move to that new house that might require a little bigger mortgage, and so lower mortgage rates help make that affordable. Bank of Canada at the beginning of the year looked like they were going to be raising the rates a few times over the course of the year, but in fact since then the economy has changed, and Bank of Canada now looks like they will not be raising rates. And in response to that, to stay competitive in the marketplace, major banks have started reducing their rates, and the off-prime lenders that you can get access to through mortgage brokers have got their rates at very competitive levels, 3%, some even a little below 3%. So the outlook on mortgage rates is good. Let's get into the real estate numbers and start with Waterfront, our dream place to be, right? Well, that's the thing about dream properties. They tend to be the secondary issue in our lives. And as we headed into the year, it looked like the waterfront market was going to be softer because, as I mentioned earlier, Bank of Canada was looking like it was going to raise rates. And when rates are rising, those secondary properties, recreational waterfront properties, tend to get put on hold. But now that Bank of Canada is not going to be raising rates, or doesn't appear to be raising rates, it would seem that the waterfront market is starting to pick up. Case in point, average sales price for March this year compared to March last year is up 6% to $573,000. So that's good news for the waterfront market. Of course, I'll keep an eye on this each month and keep you up to date. If you ever have any questions about a more detailed analysis of waterfront properties and pricing and all of those things, how prices change from one lake to another, give me a call and I'll help you out with that. But in the meantime, what seemed to be at the beginning of the year a soft year for waterfront could be turning around. Income multifamily. This is where people like you and I decide to get into the market because we want to improve our retirement fund and get started now. Well, it's a good idea, right? Buying a house that has a rental unit in it or buying a rental unit. Demand stays strong here in Peterborough. In fact, the average price is up compared to March last year, but let's be honest, only 3 multifamily units, so purpose-built units, sold here in the city of Peterborough in the month of March, so it's an awfully small sample size. But if you're thinking about getting into the income world, give me a call and I can help navigate you through it. Moving out of the city and looking at the county. So this is all sales that happen outside of the city, so excludes city sales and also excludes waterfront and farms. So we're just looking at residential homes outside of the city. Pricing on those is up 11.9% compared to last March, coming in at $451,000. That's 52 units sold. That's only up 1%, so almost even in terms of the number of homes sold, but the price is up almost 12%. Finally, let's take a look at what's going on right here in the city of Peterborough. And as I mentioned in the county news, in the city, we exclude everything outside of the city limits. So this is just inside the city. And it's important to remember that because sometimes in the media you see, like our real estate board reports the number for the board, and that includes everything that happens in Peterborough County. All the city numbers, all the waterfront numbers, farms, all the residential numbers. And so the number is always bigger, or has been bigger, than the number that actually happens in the city. And here's a case in point. Average sale price up 7% compared to last March, but it's $421,000. You'll remember when I was talking about county numbers, it was at $451,000. So there is a little discrepancy in those numbers, but let's face it, a home that's being sold out in the county is not the same as a whole home that's being sold in the city, and so, there's bound to be a difference there. Okay, the big concern here in the city is unit sales are down 14%. But there is good news here. For the first time in months, the inventory is growing, although it is ever so slightly. We now have 1.3 months of inventory, which is still well below what we really want to have. So it's a tight market in terms of the number of homes for sale, but at least buyers are getting a little more choice. Last week, we hit a high for the number of new homes for sale, not new built homes, but homes new to the market. Last week, it was 34 units, which is a high year to date. And we see that the over-ask trend, which had been on the decline since last March, it had dropped from 55% of homes sold last March were over ask, to December it was 35%, then in January only 25%, and now in March 45% of the homes that sold are over ask, which is an interesting point. That means that more than half of the homes aren't selling in multiple offers, and there are even homes that aren't selling. So keep those things in mind if you're thinking about listing your home. Okay, going back to the top of the show, my question. So are things really looking up in Peterborough real estate? And I would say, yes, they are. Thanks for watching the Peterborough Real Estate Show. I'm Geoff White. Please reach out with any questions that you may have. You can call me on my cell, 705-930-1308. You can email me, geoffwhite@remax.net. Either way, I'm happy to get back to you. And until next time, remember, life is good and getting better. Hey, did you know that Google and YouTube track what people are watching on their respective channels, and based on that traffic, they decide whether that thing should be shown to other people? One of the ways they track that is if you click the like button. So please take a moment, tell other people this is good content. Click the like button. And remember, to get the new videos I post, all you have to do is subscribe on my YouTube channel. And don't forget, click the notification button, the bell, and you'll get an automatic notification every time I post new videos. Finally, if you've got questions about real estate here in Peterborough and the Kawarthas, check out my tips and tricks videos for sellers and buyers. Hopefully you'll find what you're looking for. But if you don't be afraid to reach out and ask me. Just call me or text me at 705-930-1308. I'll be happy to help out. I look forward to meeting you. I'm Geoff White. Thanks for watching.